welcome to Critical Strike 106. I'm Josh, and here with me is Kyle.
Hello.
And Billy.
Yeah, I guess.
Billy! Billy!
Everyone's sick.
What's up, dogs?
Not much. I'm sick. I'm really gonna try not to cough too much.
Why are you sick, Bill? What's wrong?
I blame the schools.
He was looking at too much pornography on his Roku.
Yeah. I literally excreted the health from my body.
Oh, that's terrible. Well, I guess really the only way to get that back is, to take some more in you.
Actually, the answer is NyQuil. I do love NyQuil.
Or, you could take drugs over gay sex. Whatever floats your boat.
No. I've never fully understood suppositories, though. It just seems like there could be better ways of getting medicine into your body than your ass.
Well, it's quicker if it goes in the ass, because it's not
I'll be
filtered
fine
out.
with the extra 20 minutes. You know what I mean? I'll just go ahead and take that extra time.
Well, it's like if you want to get super drunk super quick, you just put a shot
I'm
of
not
a liquor in
putting the
your ass.
tampon in my ass. Ugh.
Wait, what?
What? You ever hear about all that?
I kind of
with the
blacked out
kids?
for a minute, so...
These kids these days, they dip tampons in vodka and shove things up their ass together and get all drunk quick.
Because
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
called
fil-
being a moron. They call it being a moron.
Huh.
It's the alcohol, since the alcohol doesn't pass through your normal digestive tract.
Right, it goes right into
It's straight
to
to your
blood.
fucking your blood. So you just get bombed
So,
super quick.
being the alcoholic on the show, Kyle,
No,
drank
I have
much
never
more than
done
that.
that, Josh.
do you want to?
No,
I'll
because
help.
I mentioned it burns, and I already have
Just
enough
let it
problems
happen,
with my
Kyle.
ass. Thank you very much.
I already
Just
have
let it happen.
problems with my ass. Just let it happen,
I
Kyle.
don't know. You never know. Could be good for things, maybe.
I tell you what, we'll get together, since we're not going to PAX, we'll get together, right? We'll have like a little fun spot trip or something, and then I will aid you in sticking a tampon
You
up
gonna
your ass.
anally violate me with a bottle of vodka?
Yeah.
I don't know how.
No, you couldn't
how
use
much I
vodka.
like that.
He'll die. No, you could actually die rather quickly that way.
We'll have a blue Hawaiian. I'll shove a blue Hawaiian up your ass.
Oh, you know what? That's oddly appropriate, since the Blue Hawaiian is quite gay.
Yeah.
Actually, I foresee something along the lines of Kyle, "Hey, Josh, try some of my mead." And Josh says, "Here's what I think of your mead." And then a slightly rapey things happen, and then everyone's drunk, happy.
I don't get drunk, Bill.
You would if you were getting bottles crammed up your ass.
I wouldn't be getting bottles crammed up my ass. Alright, so, yeah, doing another show every 2 weeks, almost. So,
2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
I'm kind of pissy they took that off. Like, I was all ready to go to watch that today with your fucking YouTube app, and then it wasn't on there.
dude, I told you like 2 weeks. 2 weeks I've been pushing you to do this.
I know. Well, the YouTube app a lot longer than that, but we just discovered that last weekend.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about Total Recall or Better Off Dead?
Better off dead.
Better off dead.
Okay, because the 2 weeks is also from Total Recall.
I think that's when he's into disguise, but
Yeah,
I think
that's what I was
Yeah.
referencing.
both
But
of
you
us
were
it's
referencing
own
$2.
Better off, own Total Recall on Amazon though, right?
Yeah, I grabbed that for $5. I can watch it whenever I feel like it.
Yeah, we bought it a couple years ago.
Mhm.
Alright, well, yeah. Roku app, amazing. Porn and YouTube. So, gentlemen,
Yes.
any interesting stories?
I went to go see the Hobbit and
The Tobbit.
the Hobbit and watched a dude get tased by the police. That was interesting.
Yeah, and not even like outside, right?
No,
Like,
it was in the
proper
theater.
In
We
the
were-
theater.
We were sitting down. It was right before the movie started. It was at the, we went to, what is it? I think a Regal. So it's got this like little roller coaster when it's like getting you to the, movie. And some dude just got tased and then arrested and dragged out of the theater by 4 or 5 cops.
Huh.
I hope it was because he was dressed like a pixie.
No. No. They didn't really tell us why. There's a video of it somewhere online. It was at the King of Prussia Mall.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yep.
I mean, because you got to think the Lord of the Rings crowd, not the most violent of people. I mean, they think they're badass because they're fighting fucking orcs in the backyard with plastic swords, but they don't actually get violent very often. It's kind of odd.
The worst part of that whole ordeal were these 2 like 16-year-old girls that were sitting behind me and the people I was with, and they were just really over the top freaking out, like because it was the day of the Newtown shootings, and they're just like, we shouldn't be here. We should leave. It's just a bad day to do anything. Everything is wrong, and it's nothing good happens today.
That's because they were high.
And it was just really fucking annoying.
God, tell me you bitched at them. Did you bitch at them?
No, I sat grumpily in front of them and made really, really snide comments loudly to the people I was with.
That's how you know.
Today is such a great day to be at the theater. It's as
Yeah.
if nothing could go wrong.
That's how you know you're an old man.
No, long balls let you know you're an old man, Josh.
When you sit down and you accidentally sit down on your balls, that's how you know when you're an old man.
No,
And then you
I
need
think
the
the
nut
measure is when you take small jumps off of something, whether it's a few stairs, whether it's a ledge, whatever, and you get like the dropping weight on a rope snap of your testicles, that's when you know you've crossed a line of age.
I don't
God,
think
that
I've-
is terrible.
I don't think I've had that yet, Bill.
Well, I've got big balls, what can I say? And they snap when I fall, and it sucks ass. It's like getting kicked right there. Ugh.
Can't wait to
So
get
you're
you
saying-
up to Fun Spot.
I'm saying that when I jump now, I cut myself.
So it would be hilarious to watch you jump rope.
It would not go well. It
Kyle,
would not go well for anyone.
now I know what we need to do when we get Bill out to New Hampshire.
Shove a bottle
Are
of
we
meat up his
raping?
ass?
Is this
Are
a
we
raping
raping?
conversation?
It's gonna happen.
We're not gonna rape you. We're just gonna fuck with your balls. Calm down.
Why do you have that tampon then in that bottle of vodka? That's for after. That's to soothe you.
Vodka, kill me. You can only use like wine, Josh.
I like to be romanced.
I prefer Chardonnay at my own ass, but if I'm gonna give it, I go Pinot.
The light oaky scent really complements the anus.
Yeah, I imagine. That's just let's move on. Let's not go down that rabbit hole.
This show
I think
is...
it's a little too late.
All right, so tased at the Hobbit. Yep, that's cool.
Yep.
Anything else?
I got my telescope this week.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Have you been looking at the neighbors?
No. We put it together last night and it was, pretty much overcast. We tried to find like one of the single stars that were out, but it didn't go well and I don't know how to, completely use all of the dials very
Yeah.
well just yet. So it's going to be a slow process, but someday.
Do you have one of those fancy coordinate computers?
No. It's all manual. Which when I was researching them, a lot of the internet, like telescope assholes that kind of reminded me of myself were on like a whole rant about you need to learn to do this shit on your own. If you're going to buy the computer one, you're always going to be a noob, but if you learn to do it properly, you'll be better off. So I took that route.
Man, it's like getting into PC gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which is what I did.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Da-cha-cha-cha. So, yeah, I built my PC. And it's quite
Hell
good.
yeah. And I loved watching you suffer through that delivery
Oh
date.
my fucking
He
god.
should have been here by now. Where is he?
So,
I don't think he's coming. He should have been here by
Yeah.
now. Where is he?
How come I wasn't included in any of this?
Because you weren't awake
Because you're
yet.
sleeping.
Oh, yeah.
We're awake at normal person times, Josh.
Well, this is during the week, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Friday. I put in my order Friday morning or Saturday morning. No, Friday morning. And got 2-day delivery because everything was from Amazon.
Yeah.
So Friday night, it's like, oh, shipment notification. I'm like, awesome! All my parts shipped. That's unbelievable. That never happens. And it was just my case. And I got sad. I'm like, okay, just the case. That's fine. And then I got another message. I'm like, oh god, which one's this one? It was the CPU. And then I got nothing until Sunday. So I got pissy because I couldn't do anything. So it's not like I could assemble the motherboard, so I just had the case open in my office. And then everything shipped finally Tuesday. And I built it during my lunch break.
So you were bitching to Bill about waiting for things to come in?
Yes.
No, not bitching. I was like, exciting day because it's all showing up.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he was late.
Was this over email or G-Talk?
G-Talk.
Oh, man, you guys should have included me. I would have woken up.
Dude, it was like
9 in the
7:30 my
morning
time.
and 11 in
Yeah.
the morning.
I wake up at
You're
11 in the morning.
Do you?
Sometimes. I think most of this week it was like 12:20 though.
You would have had a better shot staying up for the conversation than you would have getting up for
Yeah.
it.
You guys are bad friends. I always include you into things.
No, we include you just later in the day.
And then I ignore you.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut up, Kyle. I'm working.
So, what the fuck did you do with the OS? Like, you didn't do it properly, but you got it running off a thumb drive or some shit?
Yeah, Microsoft allows you to boot from a USB drive. So you can download a legal copy of Windows from Microsoft for free, but you just don't have the code, the serial number. So
Okay.
I just used the one from my laptop, and everything worked out fine.
So your OS is running on a USB?
No. It's installed on my hard drive.
Oh, I see.
The install disk was on the USB drive.
Oh, I gotcha now. Okay. Good stuff.
Yep. I didn't opt for the CD drive, so
I didn't either.
saved myself
That's-
a whole $20.
Oh well, it's good stuff though, isn't it, Kyle? Being
Yes.
on the it's like getting a new console that we all should have gotten from other manufacturers by now, but now you have the proper one.
Look, Connect is enough, okay?
Remember PlayStation Move? That
Remember
was funny.
3D?
Yeah, that was a thing. Ugh.
3D
So,
Connect.
Borderlands, I know you don't want to talk about this, but I just want to ask one thing with Kyle. So Kyle's played way more than we have of this game. You turned on the physics.
Holy crap.
It's a shit ton better, isn't it?
It is a shit ton better, because I'm like, look at all of this shit that's everywhere.
It's literally shit better because there's shit everywhere.
There's literally shit coming out of this toilet. It's not just crapping out guns. There's this ugly
Shit.
brown liquid coming out of this toilet. This is
Yep.
amazing. Oh, and I could kick around it and it like forms puddles and runs
Mhm.
around. This is so gross and so awesome.
Yep. And it's beautiful on the computer.
It is. It's very, very pretty.
Good stuff. And you got a proper decent card too.
Yep.
The 660.
The GTX 660 Ti.
Yep. Well done, sir.
And a nice i5.
Yep.
You got a much better computer than you were about to get. That's just what I want to say.
Yes. For the relatively same cost too. I was kind of impressed.
Mm-hmm. Well done, everyone. Well
You
done.
can, you can
Yeah.
thank me now.
Yes, thank you, Josh, for berating me out of the AMD build that I was going to go with and going with this NVIDIA one.
And an i3.
Yeah, and out of an i3.
Ugh.
I have that in my laptop. It's fine for what that thing does, but yeah, you didn't want that.
Yeah, the
You
difference
want
in
the physics.
yeah, the difference in cost was literally a CD drive. So definitely the better choice.
Not kidding. Not kidding.
Sweet. So now you get to be in trouble with Nance for buying PC games.
Not really. It's just I picked up Borderlands 2 and Skyrim mostly because they're on sale, and I got Skyrim for $20.
Yeah, it's a fair deal for Skyrim.
Yeah,
man.
that's really good. And then I have my back catalog of existing Steam games that I never got to play because I'm like, oh, my laptop might be able to run this. No. Nope.
Here's the thing, sir. Once you start, there is no stopping. Like, when you're finding games that you have no interest in for $5, you will buy them.
Oh, yeah.
I probably will.
Looking at you, Red Faction Games.
But at least you're buying good PC games that you will never play for iOS prices, rather than $60 on a console.
Yeah.
Well, I never bought games unless I knew I was going to play them. That's what I had the GameFly for.
You're a GameFly.
I am a GameFly.
Ooh, Universe Sandbox is only $250. I'll give that to you both later.
No Steam sales during the show, Bill.
Oh,
I just wanted to check.
I can't even look at today's sales.
No Steam
That's not
sales
much.
during the show, Kyle.
I have that Universe Sandbox, though. I don't think I've ever talked about it. It's pretty great. Like, it's like a physics simulator. So you can go in and increase the mass of the moon and just cause havoc in the solar system, or you can, like, run simulations of galaxies colliding and just do all kinds of crazy fun stuff in space.
That sounds awesome.
It's fucking super cool, man.
Well, I know what Kyle's buying.
No.
No, I'll gift it to you both.
No,
Merry
don't
fucking
gift it to...
Christmas.
I do not want it. I will reject
You're
it.
gonna play with space!
I'm going to reject it.
You're gonna play with space and like it.
No, I don't want anybody to give me games. I have too many as is.
Oh, it's so much fun though, man. Like you can you can adjust the orbit of a comet and have it smash into the sun and watch all of our life and planets just hurtle off into space.
All right, does it get so detailed where, like, I can see the Earth and I can zoom into Nebraska and find your house? And then...
No, that's a mob. And it's just my hand flipping off the satellite. It's pretty great. I took a picture. I had Fronis down on a ladder so I could upload it.
Yeah, but then I want to be able to have an asteroid come in and smash into your house.
I don't think it goes quite that detailed.
Oh.
It's more about large objects and things.
Never mind then.
I think there's like a Google Maps thing where you can zoom in a particular area and then simulate what it would be like if a meteor or a comet or variously sized objects fell from space and impacted onto the Earth.
Just watch
Really?
Armageddon.
Yep.
Yeah, he has a point. Bruce Willis will save the day.
I'll go. No, never mind. All right, so we got some listener things here to go through.
Yes.
No, we have a listener thing, but has many things in
Well,
it.
we have two.
We got the Outlaws comment,
There
Mr.
is?
Outlaws. Yeah,
Oh, I missed that.
yeah. He doesn't like Tiny Tina.
Tina.
Oh, that's right. I did
Because
that
he's
in there.
racist.
Yeah, he is racist. I'm removing some of my like of him for not liking Tiny Tina.
She was awesome,
Yeah.
but he's not going to listen to this because he said that he's unsubscribing from us because we like Tiny Tina.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah, you racist bastard.
Yeah. Pretty sad show from that guy.
Yep. All right, so Kyle, why don't you get into the emails from Mr. Keith?
Okay. This email.
You are the brainier one.
I am the
You
Brainiest.
got...
brainierist.
See, I just proved it.
Hi guys. I meant to jot down and send off these questions to you before your last show, but as with all things worth doing, it's worth doing later.
It's true.
Feel free to answer any/all/or none of them. Here are my questions. Please have Kyle read these questions because he's the braineriest one. Someone edited that, obviously.
Brainiest.
Brainierist. Question 1. Have the current generation of Xbox, PS3, PC games met, exceeded, or failed to meet the expectations you had when you built your systems?
I'd say the Wii failed. PS3 met, Xbox exceeded. That was the way I could piss off the most people in this quick amount of time.
What about the PC, Bill?
Well, we don't count that because that's like the way you should be playing. But no, I would say honestly, if you want my real answer, the Wii failed. That's a given. And the other two exceeded. Like when you bought the Xbox box and the PlayStation however long ago, compared to what they are now and the things they offer, just Netflix in itself being on there. You look at all of those things, they're not at all what they were.
No.
You went from a PS2 that didn't have a desktop, and these consoles kind of did. Their dashboards and XMB and what they've evolved into. I can't help but say they exceeded in almost every way, except for the fact we should have new ones by now.
Kyle?
Yeah, that's...
Bill kind of beat me to it. Everything's kind of awesome.
I'm the dickiest one.
But yeah, I would have to agree. Yeah. Well, except that they're failing now, though. They're failing now.
Only because they're bleeding out for money.
Well,
but you can't blame them. They're still fucking selling.
Yeah, but they're failing now because they're trying too many fucking gimmicks. Like,
Yeah.
Connect and I liked Move early on, but where the hell has it gone?
Nowhere.
So, yeah, they're failing in that regard. It's no different than the NES with all these attachments and like Rob the Robot and shit. So,
Yeah.
Well, not really. That's all the whole motion thing is just trying to appeal to a greater audience.
Yeah.
Thus
Like
they're
my
failing.
mom wouldn't touch my 360, but when I unfortunately purchased that Kinect, she was like, "OMG, this is the greatest thing ever."
And then you look.
I'm gonna chop some fruit like a ninja, Kyle.
I never bought Fruit Ninja, Bill.
You are a terrible son.
Be like, why don't you chop me some real fruit, woman? Get in the fucking kitchen.
I mean, when you think of all the like, I know that you see it as them failing with all the things they're trying, and yes, in a lot of ways they are. I don't fully know what to expect with what's coming in the future. I think a lot of it's going to be things I don't like. I mean, they have to just basically be PCs at that point, right? Like they have to cross that line. They have to have the ability to do so many things. And the only main difference from our master race that we like to play with is that it's kind of open, that like you can go in and mod things and cheat things and do different things and make the video card do this even though it's not supposed to. Where with those consoles, they're going to now try and be at that level, but not have any of those options. I mean, that's one of the main reasons I don't like Apple, because I can't use the device I paid for the way I want. And it's going to be interesting. I honestly don't know what to expect with these things.
Fair point. All right, Colin, next question.
Do you think that casual cell phone tablet gaming has helped, hurt, or had no effect on the quality of games being produced? And have these games changed your expectations for games as far as replay value and price of games are concerned?
Kind of a two-parter.
Yep.
I'll say they helped in regards of it's bringing back a lot of types of games that you didn't see anymore because everybody tried to do the big masterpiece. Everybody tried to make games like Uncharted or BioShock or you name it, like those big epic games, whereas like now we're seeing platformers again. When was the last time you saw a platformer? We're seeing 2D games again and stuff like that, where that was originally spawned on the iOS or whatever again. And now you're getting that rising of indie games that are actually games again.
So you're saying like the platformer 2D stuff on mobile space has pushed the ones you're talking about, which I assume on the PC?
Yeah, well,
that's the reason they exist?
Yeah, look at like Ares.
Yeah.
And now they're branching off into the consoles. So you had Braid. Braid, would have been is basically an iOS game. So yeah.
That might be pushing. Because the biggest problem with that space is that they're all rubbish because you don't have controls.
No, but what I'm saying is they've brought back genres and styles of games.
I can see that point. Yeah.
That we haven't been seeing in the past because everybody's trying to make the big 3D adventures.
Yeah.
It's a fine point.
But while it's brought back a lot of like classic style of gaming, it's also kind of made things a lot worse. Because how many fucking Angry Birds games are there gonna be?
Or endless running games. Yeah, I even though that's a fine point, I'm saying it's hurt things much, much worse than I would have expected it to.
It's not about what they're bringing back, it's what the quality of games that they're bringing with it. I mean, most of the games on like an iOS device or Android are shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say the number of shit games is so far beyond anything of quality, you can make the bold statement and say there are no good games on mobile gaming. Because it's like maybe 5 quality experiences out of 1 billion. I mean,
how many fart simulators do you really need?
It's not even the game. It's just coming into what his second part of the question is with the way, and it's affected me, and I look at a game now, like, what's the I asked you about it, Kyle, the Darksiders franchise pack.
Yeah.
Which is all the DLC from Darksiders 2, and you got Darksiders 1, and it was like $13, and I'm like, maybe if it goes under 10. I mean, 2 years ago, I would have been $13. Fuck yeah. And now it's just, the microtransactions and everything. Like, I know that things are cheap now, and it's hard to throw out money. I don't know.
But we also get spoiled with Steam sales and Amazon sales and stuff you wouldn't see on the consoles. Like, really.
But rightfully so, they should be cheaper on the PC because there's
nothing holding them back.
There's no physical copies traveling around and people taking their cuts. There is no middleman. They should be cheaper.
Right. Well, Steam takes their cut, but yeah, or Valve.
Well, I mean, they take a percentage, but they're at the tail end. You don't have the distribution people and paying salespersons and people stocking shelves. Like,
it definitely has pushed digital media a lot more.
Oh yeah. The question I have is going forward, which maybe touches back a little bit. So with these next consoles that we know they're coming, the problem is how are those digital things going to be priced? Like, you look at the way we look at Steam and Amazon, Greenman Gaming, and Gamefly now, and you get proper prices for things if you wait a few months, which I think is the way it kind of should be. Mm-hmm. But then you look at like Microsoft, and their stuff is still very expensive. Like, their games on demand.
Oh, that's a joke.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, you have the PlayStation Plus model that I know you guys all love, but how does giving out games help things either?
Well, like, actually, I will say, Pete and I were talking about this last night. Mm-hmm. So take Little Big Planet karting, for instance, right? And he made a really good point that I will never give him credit for. But it's a game that didn't sell well. Okay?
It didn't sell well?
No, it didn't sell well at all.
That's a shame.
But a game like Little Big Planet and Mod Nation Racers is going to have a shitload of DLC for it. So if they put it up on PlayStation Plus for free, and everybody grabs it, now all of a sudden they're paying for that DLC. So they are getting some profit from it.
I suppose.
That is a fine point. Like, you don't know how, like, if people finally get the games in their hands, they might not have liked it enough to buy it retail. But if they get it free, now they're going to get sunk into it, so they're going to buy the costumes or whatever.
But do people actually pay for DLC in a game like that when there's so much free content that other people are making? Doesn't that kind of argue against the point you're making?
You can't make costumes in...
Yeah, who gives a shit about a costume when there's endless free other stuff?
You would be surprised how much people care about costumes. Like, take League of Legends, for instance, man. Like, they sell skins for characters for $30.
Wait, what?
Yeah. And I know many
fucking
people who
ludicrous.
My friend, I know a guy who's in the WoW Guild who spent about roughly $700 on skins for League of Legends.
Fuck
Why the fuck would you do that? That is retarded.
That's besides the point, but what I'm saying is...
And that is like pure profit. Holy shit.
You give these guys that option and they will take it.
This speaks to where things are going, though, isn't it? They're going to give you an experience you can just go and grab, but then you got to pay to make it serviceable to how you want it.
Yeah.
That's the future of gaming, and that's where I think you can blame the mobiles, back to the original question. I don't like that. I'm not a DLC fan, so I have a horribly biased opinion. So don't take what I say too deeply.
I like DLC content. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
You missed the joke, though.
Yeah. No, I caught the joke, because I'm sure I've been guilty of saying that very same thing, but I don't know. Like, I'm still just bitter about, like, Mass Effect 3, where it's now bled into the experience that should be what you pay for, where you have a key thing and a key story point and kind of an ending that now you have to pay for on top of what you've already paid for.
DLC should be used as expansions.
Yeah.
Nothing more.
Yeah. It really, expansions or, like, the costumes I don't mind. I'm never buying them, but it's amusing when I see people that do. It's like, cool, man, if that floats your boat, but
yeah, it's always nice to make yourself a little bit more different.
Yeah, but it's bleeding into the actual experience now, and I think that's where it's going.
Yeah. I don't mind costumes, but I like them as expansions, like how say Borderlands 2 does it, rather than
You get a new area, new guns, new missions,
Yeah.
new everything.
That's the way it should be done. All right, I think we killed that question.
Yeah.
Next.
We kind of already answered 3. What do you think we should expect to see in Microsoft Sony's next console? Will it be primarily directed at media consumption or hardcore gaming? Do you think it can manage to accomplish both goals without being too customized for the lowest common denominator?
I think hardcore gaming on consoles is done. I think PCs is where that's going to be. It's all about getting you to spend those extra few dollars like we were just discussing. They're going to be completely built around that.
Mm-hmm. I'd agree.
They're just trying to get everybody.
Yep. Mass market.
All right.
Next question?
Yeah.
Okay. I remember a long time ago that Josh, Kyle, and I were decidedly against the micropayment schemes devised to separate defenseless gamers from their money to purchase items and add-ons that should have been included in the game when it was released. Why is that a question?
Released?
Yeah, released? How have your opinions changed, and how do the 3 of you feel about the current state of add-on and expansion pack sales?
Well, I'm a firm believer that nobody's defenseless. If they want to buy something, then that's on them. You know, I don't have to take part, and I don't have to like it. It's like buying guns for Battlefield. If somebody wants to buy them, go ahead.
I hate pay to win. That's fucking retarded.
No, but I mean, it's different though, because like I can always see somebody like they don't have the time to play something, so they'll unlock it for themselves like that. Which,
I think in one of the ways that, here's a good example of how I think it works is, okay, I've played Tiger Woods. It's practically a decade now. I've played it here and there. I don't want to level up my fucking golfer anymore. I've done it how many times? It doesn't make sense to do it anymore. I want graphical improvements. So for me to be able to drop $10, just have a proper golfer and then play the game, that makes sense to me. I don't think that's so much pay to win as it is, I've done this 100 times. I just want the better game now.
It's different with games like that.
But, yeah, I was going to say, but what if you're in a multiplayer game? Some guy's like, oh, I'll pay the $15 and get...
No, that's totally different, yeah.
But that's also up to the publisher to sell items that aren't going to give you an instant boost. Like, say, I want this gun, it's not really that much better, but I like this gun because I've actually used it in real life or whatever, you know, then you can pay to get it. Versus, like, I'm buying this super weapon that nobody else can have unless they spend 100 hours playing the game.
Yeah, and in Tiger Woods in the last one, they also did something which I would say speaks to that, which is wrong, where they had all of those, like, those badges, like the level up badges, where this round you have multipliers to all this shit. Mm-hmm. And if somebody just has disposable income and wants to play online, they can just always play with all of these perks, where I think isn't something I want to see. I don't know. I don't play a lot of multiplayer, so I guess you have to, you know, my opinion doesn't matter a whole lot. I'm not a big multiplayer gamer anymore.
Yeah, same with me.
And a lot of reasoning is because of stuff like this, where, you know, you go out, say I go out and buy Call of Duty, like now, I'm okay a little bit now, but if I were to buy it in 6 months, oh, you bought Call of Duty, well, you can't play with any of us because we have all the map packs. You gotta go spend another 60 or, you know, $75 to play with us. Like, you know what I mean? You're either going to be in on the ground floor and continually pay, which is what they want, or you're going to get a gimped experience as time goes on. I don't know.
Fair enough. Kyle, anything to add? Because you haven't really added much.
Yeah, I was going to say, the thing is, with the map packs and stuff, that's kind of analogous to expansions. I mean, let's take Borderlands 2. Everybody's kind of beaten the main game, and it's a few months down the line. You're going to have to make someone pay for the add-on if you want to play with them when you already own it. So,
yeah.
But something that they do with games like Borderlands 2, though, that they don't do with shooters like Call of Duty, is they'll eventually release a Game of the Year edition with everything in it. Versus, like, if I go out a year later and buy Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty 5, whatever it's at now, I still have to buy all that stuff separately.
Yeah, and they never go down in price. I mean, they might have a random, like, micro
They'll have a sale, but every once in a great while. Versus, like, again, if I buy the Game of the Year edition of something like Arkham City, then I'm getting all the DLC that would have been released over the time.
You know, and another thing that speaks to this that I hate more than anything this generation.
Actually,
is
no.
what?
Sorry, finish up, Bill.
No, because I'm going to go off the tangent, so go ahead.
Okay, rebuttal to that. They do release things where they include map packs. Look at Battlefield Bad Company 2. They released a Game of the Year edition or a something edition of the game where it included two of the it included the Onslaught play thing and some maps.
That was, if I recall, that was actually supposed to be in the final game, though.
Oh. Well, that they do have Game of the Year.
And EA
editions.
hasn't done that with Battlefield 3 yet.
What I was going to go to, what a lot of this stuff has given us, which I think is the worst thing to come out of this generation, is system exclusive shit. Or where you bought it exclusive stuff.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that stuff. And yes, a lot of it comes out later that you have to pay for, but I genuinely hate that.
Oh,
My
you
mom
pre-ordered
bought this
a
game
GameStop.
here. Yeah.
So you get this fucking nuclear weapon.
Oh, you just bought it some other place? Well, yeah, you don't get that.
Yeah, now you get some shitty pistol.
You get a
There
helmet.
Go, asshole.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
That's why I just cut that middleman out. I just pre-order on Steam. I don't even bother anymore.
But even Steam does that. You get a pre-order bonus.
Right, but I'm getting other bonuses too. I don't have a copy of the disc. I don't have all this other shit. I can download and uninstall it whenever I want. So it's just I don't care about that stuff after a while.
And I don't like either of the consoles paying so that they get DLC first. I also hate that. That's rubbish to me. Doesn't matter which side does it. I don't like it.
I agree.
That's Skyrim stuff there. That's Call of Duty stuff. It's across the board. Bah.
Grand Theft Auto.
Exactly.
Next question.
How do you guys feel about the patch rate of games? By this I mean, does the frequency of buggy, unfinished, or broken games being released and then quickly patched, using up precious hard drive space, bother you? Or do you see it as a problem?
I mean, there really hasn't been too many completely broken games. Not like Fez, I should say. Like Fez, the whole debacle with that is probably one of the biggest jokes out there where, Microsoft even gives them a free patch. One free update to the game, apparently. And he won't even use it to fix the game.
Did you watch that indie movie? You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Not really shocking.
No, the guy's a fucking douchebag, and he's a psycho.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a problem. I mean, there has been a lot of games that need work, and to get day one patches is always very annoying because you want to put it in and play.
And if you're on the PlayStation, that's not going to happen.
Oh, you gotta update you gotta update the store. Then you gotta update the fucking OS. Then you gotta update the game.
Yep. And the worst part is that all the consoles will be that way next gen, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, look at the Wii U. It's already happening on there. There was a day one
train wreck.
There was a day one patch for Call of Duty to add all this online stuff. That should have been on the final disc. Because
there was a day one patch for the console, wasn't there? A huge one?
Well, that's to add a bunch of features that.
Still, you couldn't go online without it, though.
Yeah,
right?
it was added pretty much the entire online infrastructure to the game or to the console.
How long did it take you to download it?
I don't have a Wii U.
Damn it! I was hoping to out you. Okay. I was hoping that was going to slip out.
Gotcha, you son of a bitch.
But if I recall, they did the same thing with the 3DS.
Really?
Yeah, they had a day one firmware for it as well. But yeah, it's bad. I mean, come on now, with the amount of money and the amount of time that they're taking to put into these games, get it pretty good before you release it, because patching is very annoying when you first get a game.
Look what just happened with that DayZ game on Steam. They pulled it. Warzy? Yeah, I mean, whatever it is. It just wasn't complete and people freaked the fuck out.
Well,
and
that's because it was misinformation, though. They marketed it off as it was a complete game. It had all these features. The world was X size, and they had everything else. Well, when it was still in beta, so people were paying for the beta, is what they got. So their world was only half of what they said it was. It was missing all these features. It didn't have private servers, which it was advertising. And so Valve was like, no, you basically lied to everybody. We're taking you off of here.
Yeah.
Which is nothing new for that developer. The guy who makes that is a scumbag.
Really.
He's a shady Russian, isn't he?
Yeah, he's done it numerous times.
The game. Yeah, Kyle, where's your Russian accent? The game is good.
The game is good, yeah?
Let's go drink some vodka.
We have some vodka, you give me the money, I go away.
Yep.
You think you could take the game of Steam? Very mistaken, my friend.
Nice. So yeah, it is annoying. I would say it's not so much of a problem because your big titles don't really do that so much, but it's more of an annoyance. A hindrance.
Yeah. Let's hope that on the next grouping of consoles, whether any of us are involved, and I'm sure we all will be at some point, let's hope that it's taken care of more where there's some sort of infrastructure built into the thing that when those type of big patches or those type of things come out, like the one that was on Gran Turismo when it came out, can just be downloaded in the background when you're not even using the thing and it's just ready to go and it's not part of a fucking pay service.
The Wii U actually does it pretty nice, from what I hear.
Does it? Is it like Steam where it's just does it?
Yeah.
You don't have to think about it. Like, oh, I can't play that game because there's a patch downloaded.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice that you guys just did that for me.
I was watching somebody's video of it, and they're like, "Oh, what's this?" And it was downloading a patch for a game
Nice.
without him even trying to launch the game.
That's hopeful then. I like things like that.
I mean, if Nintendo is doing it, then
Let's hope the other two get on that.
Follow
board.
suit.
Or on that.
all right, Kyle, why don't you finish up the email?
Okay.
You can reach us at.
Okay, that's all the questions I had for you presently. Love the podcast. You guys still crack me up. I wish all the best to the three of you and the Critical Strike podcast. Laters, Keith.
Now, can I get you to do that in a Russian accent?
The entire thing?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah, just the end.
No.
Damn it. I'm going to push for more accents. I do love it.
I'll try. I'll try my best.
All right. So, I don't know. Should we go into the Game of the Year stuff?
Well, I don't know, Josh. Do you really want to talk about Killzone HD?
Yeah, let's go into the Game of the Year stuff.
Really?
Okay.
Let's get
You don't want to talk about Dishonored or hear me anything?
Well, we can talk about some stuff after. Bill.
After? Okay.
Bill.
We're making it a long game. Or, Jesus fucking Christ, a long podcast.
We're mixing stuff up.
Changing shit.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Alright, so Game of the Year stuff. Got stuff. Bill,
I like some games.
why
Next.
don't you go down your list of games that have already been out?
My list of games has already been out.
Yeah, both of you have games on your list that have already been released.
I gotcha,
prior
you
to
cheeky
yours.
bastard. I
Yep.
gotcha. No, mine count. Mine totally counts.
No, it doesn't.
Mine totally
It
counts
literally
too.
counts.
If that's the case, then I could put Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition on there.
Technically,
Yes,
well,
I wouldn't have had a problem with that.
I'm not a dick.
I am.
Go on your list.
All right, my number 5. I didn't get to Batman Arkham City until this year, and since it's being released on the Wii U, it totally counts.
No, it doesn't.
Number 5.
No, it
Batman
doesn't.
Arkham City.
No.
It does.
No.
I didn't
Wait.
play any of the side missions, if
No,
you
no,
may
no.
recall.
It doesn't count because you're not playing it on the Wii U.
Yeah,
you're just
see?
playing it on a different system.
Maybe I am.
Oh, he just outed himself.
Are you
Nah,
playing
that'd
on
be
the Wii U?
that'd be stupid. No, I wouldn't do that. No,
Racist.
no. I played it on the Master Race version, and it was beautiful.
All right.
Yep.
Next.
You want me to go through my whole list?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Number 4, I went with Max Payne. I don't care what anyone says. That game was good. It was fun. It was a playable action movie, and it was great. I wish that I would have played that on the PC, but I didn't have the extra money to kick around at the time, so I just grabbed it from GameFly. I finished it. I enjoyed it. Good stuff. Number 3, Asura's Wrath.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. Did James ever go through that on Double KO?
I believe so, yes. I believe so.
I need to go back and see what his thoughts
I
are.
don't remember.
It's funny reading Twitter now. It's just all these random people are finding Asura's Wrath and be like, holy shit, this game is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Outlaws, I think, did it. I think, Jesus Christ, I can't fucking remember his name.
David just bought it as well. I don't think he's played it yet, though.
We're changing lives.
Yeah, it's just that game, like, well, the funny thing is, Chia didn't actually play it, but he watched some of the DLC content I told him to look at.
DLC
with, like,
content, huh?
Yeah, I thought you'd like that. The Street Fighter characters and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so after he did that, he went and watched the full game in HD that some guy had just uploaded. So, like, he didn't actually play the game. He just watched the entire game.
It is like a fucking anime.
That is the beauty of that game, is you don't actually have to play it to see how fucking awesome it is.
Nope, he loved it. It's just so over the top. I thoroughly enjoyed my time with that. I remember laughing continuously at just the madness they came up with. The whole bathhouse scene is still probably my favorite bit.
Yeah. The fight on the moon was awesome.
Yeah. The fight where you had your arms torn off so you could only kick.
Yeah. You punched so much your arms broke off. Yeah, that was amazing.
The only
Now
thing
I'm gonna throw you in lava, and then the game's gonna skip ahead 3,000 years, where you're like a shrine that's made of stone, and then that's where it picks back up as you break your way out of it finally.
Nice.
Fabulous. The only thing what, Josh?
The only thing I was going to say was a missed opportunity is since Capcom did the old DuckTales game on the NES, I wish that when the Battle on the Moon was happening, they played the DuckTales the Moon song. Since, you know, it's a Capcom game as well. It would have just fit. Like, just have like a weird rendition of it. That would have been awesome.
Like a heavy metal version.
Yeah.
Or at least like some crazy electro weird mix of it.
Yeah, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Number 2, Borderlands 2.
Okay.
We've talked at that in more than we should have. We're going to play some of it later, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great game.
Yeah, it's really fun. It was just a really fun game.
For me to say that
really
I like
surprised.
it is something because I really did not like the first one that much.
Yeah.
Like the first one was just bland and boring and it just never really hooked me.
Yeah.
But this one, for some reason, I don't know why, maybe it's because of the co-op.
It could be.
It's the co-op, and they kind of overhauled how the game is played.
And I like the characters a lot more. Now, I think
the game has more personality.
It does, oozes personality.
Yeah.
Like within the first 20 minutes, you see Jack, and he's talking shit.
Like when Claptrap had me go around to invite people to his birthday party, and then no one showed up. I was actually kind of sad. It was a good time.
And Tiny Tina.
I mean, I bought the DLC content, which is the season pass.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
That should say something. I don't like DLC, and I paid for that. So, yep. My top game is The Walking Dead, hands down.
Kyle, go on with your list.
Mm-hmm. Well, neither of you played it. It's a fair thing to do.
Yeah.
I can't really say a whole lot because you guys haven't played it. So, like, the things I would want to say about it, I can't. So, yeah. Because Kyle, I think, I'm guessing with the Steam sale, Kyle, you're going to be able to grab it for like $10 or $12. Just save that money and pick it up.
Is it going to be all the episodes, or is it?
Yeah, like at the Thanksgiving one, you could get all 5 for like $12. So I'm sure they'll do something maybe around 10. And I encourage you to pick it up. It's again, similar to Asura's Wrath. You're kind of playing a movie. It's mostly about the story and the conversation and the characters is why it's so great. So
okay,
yeah.
I'll have to see. I mean, I've kind of
tapped out.
The purse is getting tightened. There may be the purchase of a house within the next year or so. So kind of everything's getting funneled towards that.
Even if you don't, you'll be able to grab it for like $5 in 6 months, and it'd be something that you just randomly play then.
Yeah.
So keep it on the wish list.
I think I will.
Yep, that's it for me.
My games of the year, no particular order.
Okay, there is an order.
Got Borderlands 2.
Okay, that's number 5.
What? No, I'm not. That's not my number 5. That's just
that's your number 5.
That's his letter Q, Josh.
I've got
Borderlands 2, Borderlands 2,
XCOM,
number 5. Go ahead.
Enemy Unknown. What?
Borderlands 2, number 5. Go ahead.
Okay.
Number 4.
XCOM, Enemy Unknown. I loved XCOM when I was a little kid, and seeing this game and how awesome it had become now is fantastic. It's really, really fun, and I really enjoy playing it, even though it was a little harsh at first.
It's on my computer, waiting to be started.
I think you'll like it.
I hope so.
I really like tactical games, and that's kind of the only tactical game in recent memory that I really, really liked.
I'm naming my characters after you two.
No, don't name them after anybody, then they'll die.
I know.
Then you'll feel... Josh was a dick. Time to put him in no cover.
Hey, Josh, why don't you go out there? It'll be fine.
I promise.
Thanks, Bill.
I'll save you.
No, you won't.
I know. Bruin's going to be the only one that lives.
Aw.
Did you know that Bruin's black? Weird, I know, right?
Not even raisin, huh?
Man.
No, just Bruin. You don't ever talk about the other cat, so I just assume he sucks.
She.
See?
Raisin.
I didn't even know it was a she. Kyle?
Number 3, Kyle.
In my number 3 slot, I had Minecraft, the Xbox Live version, to piss off Josh.
You are a piece of fucking shit.
You fucking dog.
In reality, Halo 4 was going to replace it.
You are a piece of fucking shit.
I'm an unashamed fan of the Halo series. I like what 343 is doing with Halo, and I would like to see how the rest of the games unfold. But I think for the most part, I'll be playing the story part on mute, because that story's kind of dumb.
A la Prototype 2.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
I'll play that game at some point, Kyle.
Yeah,
it's on my GameFly list.
It's fun to play. Definitely fun to play.
No.
And there are no fucking incoming enemy dropships.
But you already finished the fight.
Well,
It's a
now
new
there's
fight.
a new fight.
But you finished the fight, so therefore there should be no more fights.
Well, you finished the fight against the Covenant. Now you're finishing. Now there's another fight with
Other
some
fighters.
asshole.
Alright. Number 2.
Well, my 4th game of the year is Asura's Wrath.
Yeah.
We've already talked about it because that game's fucking awesome. And then my final game of the year is The Darkness 2.
You're a fucking piece of shit.
I wouldn't say that, but that is an odd one. It's almost enough to make me pay $9 to play it, but not
It was
quite.
really. It was. I don't know. It must have hit me. It hit me in all the right spots. The controls were tight. Everything was. All the powers were really fun to use. All the weapons were really fun to use.
You like the proper violence.
Yeah. I mean, the story was stupid, but
The accents were horrible.
the accents were terrible. Because you got Jimmy the Grape.
Yeah.
He says, hey, Jackie, you gotta do this, because blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But it was just really, it was fun. It was an unbelievably fun game, and that's not what I was expecting at all when I picked it up.
No.
I mean, the first thing I did when I beat the game was to literally start it over and beat it again. I mean, it was really, really, really short, but
yeah,
it was still
only
fun.
like a 6-hour game, wasn't it?
Yeah, the second time around, I beat it in 4 hours.
Yeah. I don't know. I beat it. I hated it.
I thought you liked it.
No, I hated it.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I really enjoyed it.
Enough so that's your number 1.
No, it's not my number one.
It's your number 1.
It is not my number one.
It's your number 1.
If I were to put them in, I guess, in order, it would have been, probably Borderlands 2, Asura's Wrath, XCOM, Halo 4, Darkness 2.
All right. Are you done?
Yes.
All right. My list.
Honorable mention, Minecraft, Xbox Live.
All right. Number 5.
Fuck you,
3
Josh.
years in a row, Josh.
I hate
3
you.
years in a row.
You could have also done the Android version, couldn't you?
Well, just
No,
to
that
make
was
you happy,
released- That was
Josh,
released a while ago.
Kyle and I are going to get a Raspberry Pi server, which counts as a new iteration. 2013 confirmed.
All right, number 5, Ratchet and Clank Full Frontal Assault.
I never heard you even talk about that game.
I
That's
think
because
it's a
I've never
fake
played
game.
it. So, my real list, number 5, Diablo 3.
Yep.
I loved
Seems
it.
low.
I've loved it, though. I did have a lot of fun with it. Enough so that I beat it multiple times on various difficulties. As much shit as people gave it, people also tend to forget the past where their favorite Diablo 2 was shit when it first came out.
As you were trying to explain to me.
Yeah. And everybody seems to forget that, and they just remember how amazing it was, even though it was terrible until the expansion came out. So, I gave it a bit of leeway, and had fun with it anyways. So, Diablo 3. Number 4, World of Warcraft, Mists of Pandaria.
Knew that
it
one.
says Killzone.
Yeah,
HD.
it says Killzone HD. Followed by Lol What and LeMayo.
I heard LeMayo is a decent expansion. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Cool.
Another game I also never played. But anyways,
So the pandas. You like the pandas.
Mist of Pandaria. Probably my all-time favorite expansion to WoW.
Better than Wrath.
Wrath was different. I would say the best expansion up until Mist was Burning Crusade because of the amount of content that it had. Like,
Okay, fair enough.
that was a very full expansion. Like, there was so much to do in terms of that. That's what really introduced dailies and everything else. So, but Wrath was awesome for the fact that it finished the storyline that started back in 2000. Like, it was finally closure to something. Pandaria, though, was amazing in the fact that it has the content pretty much of Burning Crusade, and it has this weird charm to it of the whole Pandaria and the Asian architecture and the whole new style of the game. Like,
And the pandas.
And the pandas.
you're seeing, as I said when I first talked about it on the show, like, I'm finally seeing new buildings that are in the game, and the fact that, like, it's not the same old inn that was built in this place, but also apparently they built it the same way this place. So it's like I'm seeing all these new buildings and architecture and everything else. Because one of my favorite things to do with an MMO is explore. I like to walk around and look at things because they're so fucking massive. And it also brought back things like world bosses and a bunch of other stuff. So it was fun. It's a really good expansion.
Kyle, did you play this?
I've just been playing the content that's available for free, so I've been playing the stuff that comes with the 5.1 patch.
Right on.
And I have to say that WoW looks really awesome when you have a computer that can run it on Ultra.
Yeah, they definitely, with like DirectX 11 and everything, they definitely changed it up. And the music in Pandaria, though, absolutely amazing. It's really fucking good. Number 3, what?
No, I just thought it was odd because they allow you to be a panda, but they don't allow you to be a monk if you don't have the expansion. I thought that both were part of that.
They're using the monk as a restriction.
Yeah, but I mean, you couldn't play as a Blood Elf or a Draenei unless you bought Burning Crusade.
I don't know. I think that they're just trying to be nicer about it now, Kyle.
Okay, fair enough.
I wouldn't know how it works because I actually have the expansion.
Yeah.
Number 3, Journey. Yep. Absolutely loved the ride of Journey. It was a really good experience. Amazing graphics, beautiful music, a very relaxing game for me. So, like, if I'm had a really shitty day at work, I can just load that up and travel around and have some fun. It's kind of point A to point B, but straightforward and simple, and it's a very enjoyable experience. So I can't really say much more about that, except for I loved it.
At some point, I'll probably give it a try.
Yeah, I don't think that you would like it, but
Yeah, you said
It's
that
not
before.
for you, Bill.
no, I wouldn't say it's not for him. I just think that he would want more. Like, why can't I go do this, or why isn't this here? You know, it's a game where you want to explore, but you really can't because it's a straight path.
I guess I thought it was a big exploring game on your way to Mount Doom.
No, well, I mean, there is a very open land, but there's not much to do. except for travel. Like, your whole goal is to get to Mount Doom.
Yeah. Right on.
But it's a fun experience, though. And like I said, it is absolutely gorgeous. I would say it's one of the best looking games on the PlayStation.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Number 2, Borderlands 2.
I'm surprised it's that high, though.
You're
You're liking it that much?
I mean, look at how much I've been playing it, Kyle.
Yeah, we've been
don't
having
know.
a ton of fun playing that game.
Yeah, co-op, though, is the only... It's really the only way to play that game, because it's just so fucking fun in a group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's because of the
Except
stupid
when
things.
you're the sacrificial lamb like my normal role, which you'll be taking over, Kyle.
Oh, I'm gonna be the soldier. Well, I guess we're gonna be rolling all new characters. Until
Nope.
you guys catch up with my soldier. Or
How?
commando.
What level is your soldier?
16, 17?
Yeah, we're 26.
Yeah.
So you're the lamb. Go out there.
Okay.
Yeah, and eventually we'll make new characters and play through with those. And we won't play them unless we're all together.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But I mean, like, it's just all the stupid fun that we have, and like, oh, let's see what happens if I do this, and all of a sudden Bill's on fire, or I'm jumping off a sanctuary, or some stupid shit. Like,
Or when we'd shoot off the helmets of 2 of those berserkers, and then you and I just sit on a ledge and just watch the mayhem for a while.
Mhm.
Like, it's just fun.
yeah, it's just, I don't know, yeah. It actually originally started out as, oh my god, Bill, do you see this? No. Do you see that? No. So I think that's where it kind of originated, but
I've
yeah.
never wanted tarps so bad in my life, Kyle.
Yeah.
Well, I get to see those tarps now, and it is
I know.
glorious.
I know.
So yeah, Borderlands 2, I'm absolutely loving it. It's weird for me to say that. I feel dirty. Number 1, Asura's Wrath.
Wow.
Really?
Yep.
No shit. That's how good that game is.
Yep. It's good enough to make all 3 of our lists. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I really like that game.
That was just such a weird, unique, awesome game.
It's just, I think for me, it's the fact that I'm watching an anime. Like, I love the presentation. It has an absolutely amazing presentation that you will probably never see in a game again, where it starts off with credits and it ends with a to be continued, and then you go right into what they call the next episode.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's got the mid-episode splash screens.
That animes do. Yeah, it's just, it oozes charm. Everything about it. Like, it's so well made, and it's a shame that it's been ignored.
Yeah, but like he said, at least some people are starting to come around and giving it a shot. It's kind of becoming a game people are playing, at least here and there.
Yeah, and it's funny because I heard of it, but I never really played it. But then, like, Bill's like, this is a total Josh game, you should get it, blah, blah, blah. And then I beat it in one sitting. Because it was a total Josh game. Like, for whatever reason, it grabbed me, and I loved it. And holy shit, the bath scene is one of the greatest scenes in a video game ever.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
I can't say enough good about it. And if you haven't played it, like, rent it at some point. But, yeah.
I mean, you can get it so cheap now, and I mean, there are certain people that wouldn't like it.
No.
But I think if you're listening to this, you're not that type of person. I think you'd enjoy it.
There's people out there that would take it too seriously, or they would be like, well, why'd they do that? That's stupid. And have the snarky, I'm too good for this look for it. But you you're along for a ride. There's really nothing you can do, but you're going along for a ride.
Yes.
And that's basically all you can say about it. It's fucking awesome.
It was fucking awesome.
So that's our Game of the Year list. Pretty good.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably thinking we should cut this now, and we'll talk about those games on the next one,
That's
Okay.
fine.
because this is already over an hour.
Yeah.
So, Carl, why don't you tell them how they get in contact with us?
Okay, you can contact us via Twitter. You can contact Josh at Nasro, myself at KR Dumond, or Bill at Billy Bill Black, and the podcast at Critical Strike. You can leave us a voicemail at 909-C-STRIKE or 909-278-7453, or you can shoot us an email like Keith did at cstrikepodcast@gmail.com.
Or, as always, hit up Platform Nation. And if you're bored on Sunday nights, the Gamer Pub does a little Google Hangout something or other.
We still need to invade that.
I know. And they actually record them so you can go back and watch them later, which is kind of a cool option. So,
There'll just be a
shot.
massive critical strike invasion.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go in and talk about dicks and poop.
All three of us. The dick
What
houses.
are your views on dick houses?
Let's not go back there.
Let's not tread down that dark path.
Yeah, that's a dark time in our lives. But the dick house
It's a
is
dark time that Kyle wishes he would have made that mod, because now he could be playing in dick houses.
it's a dark time, but the dick house is the light at the end of the tunnel.
The dick house is eternal, Josh.
Yep. And also leave us an iTunes review. We would really appreciate it. Thanks, Keith, and everybody for leaving us an email and comments. Fuck you, Outlaws, for not liking Tiny Tina. And, trying to keep going. Make something happen here, but I don't think that's really going to happen.
Oh, that was such a good voice to do that in.
We'll see you guys next year.
Man. Later all.
Goodbye.